Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you guys, I will be doing a cooking video. Yes, you guys heard it right. I will be doing a cooking video. Your girl knows how to cook. These are our lovely ingredients that we will be using. We're going to be using some large shrimp right here that I've already washed off. And then we're going to be using these lovely seasonings right here. Yeah, take a screenshot of that. That's what we're going to be using. But here we turn it on the stove. We're going to get this pot heated up. I put about 8 cups of water in this pot for our noodles. We're going to throw in some olive oil or whatever kind of oil. I don't know if it's olive oil, but we're going to throw in some type of oil and get that started right there. You want to make sure that you put olive oil or some type of oil in your pot so your noodles do not stick. That's going to be key to this recipe, you guys. Then we're going to throw in some salt as well because you need your food to be seasoned to perfection, okay? So we're going to let that heat up, and then we're going to throw in some more oil into the pot that we're going to season our shrimp in. So we're going to saute our shrimp in a different pot, you guys. We're going to throw that in. Yes, sir. So this is the shrimp scampi sauce that I will be using. I found it at my local grocery store. You guys can use whatever kind you would like. And these are my lovely shrimp that I will be seasoning up with these seasonings that you guys see right here. I'm going to go in with some Old Bay and just season that up. And just throw a little bit up there. And a little bit more, and a little bit more, and just a little bit more. So then I season it with some Tony's Creole seasoning as well. You guys want to season your food, even though we are using shrimp scampi sauce as like, you know, a dressing, a coating for your food. You still want to season your shrimp as well because you want flavor throughout your food. And the shrimp scampi sauce is not going to be enough flavor to give the food what it needs. So I did also put some garlic powder and some onion powder in here, and now I'm going in with my black pepper, and I'm just gonna put a little bit just like that, like Miss Tabitha Brown say, and I'm gonna give it a little stir. And I did get these shrimp from Target, you guys, for about $6 each. I got 2 bags. I'm using both bags. These are the shrimp right here, the Good and Gather. Yes, these are wonderful. They're already peeled and deveined for you. So all you got to do is just rinse them off. So back over to my boiling pot of water. I am using the Colavita. I am using Colavita noodles, you guys. So those only take about 3 minutes to cook, you guys. And that's how I put them in the pot. So that way they cook without sticking with one another. And I just take my tongs and just push them down. And I constantly go back and stir them very, very often because you don't want your noodles to stick, you guys. If your noodles end up sticking, your meal is going to turn out a disaster, okay? So you want to make sure that you're constantly stirring your noodles, you're constantly checking on them, because if they end up sticking together, the ones in the middle will still be hard and they just won't be any good noodles. So as you guys can see, I'm just constantly stirring them, making sure that, you know, they're not sticking together to one another. I did go back and throw in some extra oil because I felt like it wasn't enough. So you guys will see me do that. Okay, you guys, so as you guys previously saw, I already put some vegetable oil in this pot for our shrimp. Now I'm just going to pour in the shrimp and let that heat up. The stove is on high right now, so I'm just letting it heat up, and then we're going to just check on our noodles to see what they're doing. So you guys, my noodles are done. This is what they should look like when they are done, you guys. If your noodles don't look like this, you may want to leave them in the pot a little bit longer, or you may want to repeat this step if they are sticking, because you don't want that. So now I'm just going to strain them into this strainer. All right, you guys, so as you guys can tell, the shrimp has started to turn that pinkish orangey color. So now we're just going to continuously give it a toss so that the rest of it turns the same exact color. And remember, shrimp do not take long to cook. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes to cook, depending on what size shrimp you have. So you want to continuously toss them. And as soon as they all turn the same exact color, you want to turn your heat off and stop them from cooking. Because if you don't, your shrimp will get tough. All right, you guys, so now that my shrimp is done cooking, I'm just going to add in my shrimp scampi sauce, and I'm going to give that a good shake, and I'm going to pour it right on top of my shrimp. All right, now you guys, we are going to just transfer some of our noodles over to our pan with our shrimp and the shrimp scampi sauce. You're going to put a generous amount. So 1, 2, and a little bit more. These noodles was giving me a run for my money, okay? They was not trying to cooperate, but we eventually got them to. So now what you want to do is just give that a good old stir. And you see how like it was all bunched up? Don't worry about that, because the shrimp scampi sauce is going to give that moisture back to the noodles, and it's going to give it that slit that it needs. And you just put in more noodles if needed. If you're feeding a bigger family, I was only feeding about, I think, 4 people with this meal. So I added in a little bit more because Elijah loves noodles. He don't really care for shrimp, but it was 3 adults that was eating as well. So I just threw in a little bit more. And we also like to have seconds, or, you know, bring stuff to work with us the next day. So I put in a generous amount. I didn't put in the whole amount because I didn't want it to end up being dry. Like the noodles end up sucking up all the shrimp scampi sauce, and that just wouldn't have worked out. Then you just want to throw on some parsley for some color and to make it look more fancier. If you ever want your meal to look a little bit more fancier and not plain, just add some parsley flakes, and I'm telling you, it's going to take your meal to a whole nother level. But this is how it all came out. It looks so delicious. It tasted wonderful, you guys. But if you like this video, make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed.